Hello everybody. Good afternoon for a change. I'm off work this week, so happy Friday. It's certainly a happy Friday for me. Sun shining, temperatures up. We're about to go flying, and yeah, don't have too much to worry about. So I'm here. Yeah, unusual time for me to stream. I'll not make a habit of it. Only reason I thought I'd do just jump on this is because, well, I'm here anyway. You know what I mean. So I'm going to do a quick passenger flight from Stuttgart to Luton, London Luton, in the A320. So I've got the British Airways livery, even though that's fraught with danger for an Irishman. But I thought, well, we're flying into. I didn't have any German ones, so we're flying into London, so why not? Also, when I was in Heathrow a few weeks back, I noticed there's quite a lot of Airbus that British Airways use, A318, 19, 20s, 21s, etc. So it's kind of works. Now I'm on the Southeast Asian server. If anyone wants to jump in, please do. I'm on the ground at Echo Delta Delta Sierra, which is Stuttgart. This is default scenery, so I don't actually have I went and had a look there. I don't have Luton nor Stuttgart's where's the Qantas pin like? Stuttgart's payware, so that's unfortunate. And I couldn't be bothered downloading it, and because I'd already started the stream. So what I do have running is GSX, and I'm also going to give self-loading cargo we run today because I haven't actually used it in a little while. So I'm going to bring up one screen, and we'll just kind of work through it. We'll just work through it together. So I've got my sim brief generated, and I've had to set the time a little bit forward in advance. So the local time is 8:05. Only because I don't want to be flying the whole stream at night. So local time is 8:05 on the ground, which I think is roughly about. I think that's about 10 a.m. Zulu. I think. So that's what I've sort of put in the sim brief. Let's see what happens. I mean, you can fix it up in self-loading cargo, but we'll give it a go. So we're in an A320. Cabin layout is default. Everything's default, and we'll set up our flight plan. So we should be able to do an import from SimBrief. Here we go. So current simulator time 6:05. Flight leaves today. Check-in opens at 07. Check-in closed. Okay. Boarding should be on time in 4 hours. Right? So we don't want that. So what we want to do is set our departure time for. Oh, sorry. Is that? Yeah, it's local time, right? So I went the other way. Okay, so we want to set our departure time for about let's say 6:40, so 35 minutes. And that gives us boarding expecting 13 minutes. Well, we'll go 35 minutes, so speed it up a little bit. Let's go 6:30. 35. I notice the lights just went off there. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll go in-flight services, cruise altitude, that's fine. Our airline is British Airways. I think that's call sign Speedbird, isn't it? I don't know if that's where you put it, but that's where we're going to put it for now. And then BA, and we'll just go 2323. Passengers 138. Going from Stuttgart to Luton. Cruise altitude 380. Departure time takes roughly about 2 hours to get there. Everything else looks good. So in-flight services. We'll go standard medium haul. We'll go luxury medium haul. I think BA. I don't think they charge you for sandwiches and stuff, so we'll call that luxury. And our boarding protocol will be higher classes first, and Wi-Fi installation is fine, so that's all good. Time zone intelligence, so we'll keep that applied. Alright, so we'll start flight. Let's go into the cockpit. So it's initializing. We don't need that screen anymore, do we? I don't think so. Okay, so
hello.
Oops.
Good morning, Captain. How are you?
Hi there. I'm fine, thanks. Go ahead.
Great.
Apologies.
We're just getting ready
I'm
for
sure you
departure.
were
Once
getting,
we've opened the door, we'll speak speak to the terminal staff and find out how long they think it'll be until boarding starts.
Okay, no problem.
Right, sorry about that.
Feel free to open the doors whenever you're ready.
No problem.
You're probably
Hi,
good.
Captain. Microphone check, please.
You're
I'm
loud and
getting
clear.
deafened.
5 over 5.
Okay.
Okay, Captain. Radio
Right.
check is complete. We'll contact you when we are ready to
Hopefully
start
that's
loading.
readable. So, you know.
Roger.
Okay, so it sounds like they're doing something. Alright, that's good. So, okay, that's excellent. I'm happy with that. Alright, let's get a few things started up in the aircraft because we should have done that first. So I'll get my flashlight on so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go batteries 1 and 2. Give them a second to come on. I'll put my batteries on here, avionics. Put all my stuff on, and nav lights on. External power on. Knock my flashlight off. And I'm just going to hold there for a moment. We'll get our oxygen supply on for the crew. We'll get our emergency exit signs to on. No seatbelts, or sorry, no smoking to on. Leave the seatbelt sign off for the moment.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, so I've spoken to security and
Get
they've
some
started
lights on.
checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
And we want to get the lights on here as
Thanks.
well.
No problem.
So we want to get our EDDS aligned. So left, wait for the light. I'm not going to run any tests or anything like that. I'm just going to get it up and going and off we go. Right hand side, wait for the light. And auxiliary.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's the false
Hi,
I'm getting
Captain.
now?
Just a
Smoke
quick
detector.
update to let you know that we started loading. We'll send the final load sheet up once we are ready.
Roger.
Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Want to import our flight. So, self-loading cargo, I've got it set to automatic. So it'll just do its own thing in the background. And then there's a little bit of interaction with it in terms of... there's a little bit of interaction in terms of... I think that's okay. Oh, I didn't update SimBrief, did I? Okay, let's do that first. So, what time did I say our departure time was going to be 6:30, I think it was. So we'll update that. 6:30. We'll generate that flight, and then we'll re-import it. Hopefully that doesn't mess around with self-loading cargo. Let's see what happens here. Import. That should give us... Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I've removed the cones and chocks already because they're bugged. Now, one thing I would say about self-loading cargo, what I've noticed is there is a bit of a sound bug in it. It drops the sound every now and again. I've noticed. But you know what, that's okay. So let's get some lights on. I'm not going to follow any checklists or anything like that. I'm just going to set the aircraft up as to the way I know how, and then go from there. So I want to initialize the flight. Let's import that from SimBrief. It's all connected and linked up already. I do have a warning there I'm going to have to fix up. So I'm going to go, oops, wrong one. I'm going to go to maintenance. I think it said smoke failure, so detection. What's not that? Ground service. No. What am I looking for? Flight freeze, doors, pause, failures. Right. So it's not giving me a failure. It's not config. Oh, it is. Failures random, failures manual. Unavailable maintenance. That's what I need. So we want maintenance for, that was fire. It was fire is the one I wanted. I'm pretty sure it's fire. So request maintenance. Let's see if that clears the failure. So we've got our flight imported, and we'll go and initialize in the FMGC. Initialize and import, and our flight number I gave us a flight number, didn't I? What did I give? I think it was BA 2323. BA 2323. Our cost index according to the sim brief is 5, and our cruise altitude is 340. Our block fuel is 7.0, and we're heading for Echo Golf Whiskey, and we're landing on runway 25. Let's put that in. I'm going to do the flight plan while I'm here. So our departure is... just bear with me. I actually need to load that into Navigraph. I'll put it into... Yeah, I did. So I'll put it into Volanta so the banner's working. Okay, so we're currently on... Okay, so we're heading out of Stuttgart. So it's Echo Delta Sierra out of runway 07. And our departure is Kilo Romeo Hotel. Yep, that one there. We'll insert that. Our arrival into Luton is runway 25, ILS 25. And our arrival or star is Loca 2A. And we don't have a transition. Just check for discos. No discontinuity so far. There's one. We can clear that. And that's us. Progress done. Okay, so I'll wait for the alignment of IRS. I'll just check the see if that warning's cleared. It has, so that seemed to have worked. That's good. I'm gonna set a squawk code, so let's go 2323. Put that to auto, and weather systems and everything else. We'll do all that in a moment. We're gonna pull a cage. Hit the barrel, and
Hello.
gets us up to
Hi, Captain.
what was our
The
cruise?
terminal staff are ready to send the
380
passengers down. Could we start boarding?
34.
Yes, you can start boarding.
No worries. I'll get
Nine.
the rest of the crew organized, and we'll make a start in a couple of minutes once the passengers start arriving from the terminal.
So what I'm gonna do?
Prepare to start boarding.
So actually, I need to start the APU. Let's start up the APU first before anything else. We've got a fault. Oh yeah, that's okay. Oh, it's right. Oh no, hang on. We're not gonna start the APU. We're gonna refuel first. So we're gonna use GSX to refuel me now. I read somewhere that this was all integrated now, but I think it's a fly-by-wire that's integrated with GSX, and you don't actually have to, like, whenever you board through GSX, it all works. It's all, you know, connected. It's really, really good. I tried the fly-by-wire earlier, and for the first time in a long time, couldn't get the engine started. Don't know what was wrong with it. I'm assuming it was a bug. So I'm back on the Fenix. The Fenix I prefer, but it would have been nice to try the fly-by-wire. So the reason why I moved the time forward a little bit is so we can catch the sunrise. Well, hopefully we get up before it's sort of, the sun's coming up real fast there. We'll see how we go. I can hear the fuel truck. I don't see it though. So we're gonna refuel or fuel the aircraft now. Before I hit board on the tablet, and then we'll let the board on. We'll do GSX and everything else as well. There's a fuel truck there. Let's put this over here. Here we go. So, self-loading cargo has our boarding in progress. On the app, or on the app. The fuel truck is taking forever, so let's watch this bad boy. So there's no profile on here for GSX. It's literally just all completely default. So this should be GSX jetway.
Fuel truck is in position.
There's a pit, so it should actually work okay. Let's see. So far so good, they're getting out, so that's good. There's one thing I probably should have pointed out. When there is a point, I can't remember what point or what part it is, but there is a point or with self-loading cargo that they actually say we're refueling the aircraft. There's a trigger for it, but I can't remember what it is. So these guys will refuel anyway, which is good. Alright, so we can let them continue. In the meantime, we'll get the APU started. We gotta let them know. So we'll call our mates, our ground crew.
To ground.
Go ahead.
We're starting the APU. Please stand by as we'll be disconnecting from ground power shortly.
Roger. We monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything on the board.
Roger.
Right, so I'll just wait for these guys to refuel. It takes them about a minute or so. I think he's done. Yep. Alright, so they're done. So we can start up the APU. And we can also start boarding on the tablet, so I'm going to do that now as well. One more. Load aircraft, and we'll go fast. There we go. And whilst that's happening, we might as well load or request boarding.
Hi there, we are now refueling the aircraft.
Okay, so the trigger for refuel is starting the APU. So there we go. Okay, so we can start the APU now. We can also put our seatbelt signs on and our fuel pump signs on now as well, given that we're refueled. Seatbelt signs coming on. I'll say no on that just to make it a little bit quicker.
Passengers boarding starting.
We'll check our company message. And here, I think it is. Yep. So that's our load sheet. We'll accept that. Okay. So fuel truck's gone. APU started, and the aircraft's now getting loaded, and the passengers will be boarding as well. Alright. Okay. So far we've got, I'll just show you on our... So far, we've got 138 passengers expected. We've got 138 checked in. Passenger boarding's in progress. Aircraft loading's in progress. 65 are on board. 59 are seated. 55 are secured. We've got some commentary as well. You can see there's 10 minutes left of too many items are being boarded, so we've got 10 minutes left. Loading's in progress. Refueling's in progress. Refueling's just been completed.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, filling has been completed.
Fueling completed.
Roger.
Excellent. So refueling's been completed. 9 minutes left of loading, and then this is the message from the cabin crew. Music's playing, etc., etc. So everything's looking pretty good. I want to try and get off the blocks on time. So APU's been started, by the way, so we can knock the APU bleed on, and I'm also going to put the propane on at this point as well. And I'm going to disconnect ground power, so I'm going to give the crew a call
Cockpit to ground.
and let them know we're going to disconnect ground power. You can do all this by voice as well, but I haven't actually figured that out yet.
We're off the ground power, so feel free to disconnect.
Roger, stand by.
So whilst they do that, what I do is I normally disconnect up here first,
Ground power has been disconnected.
and then disconnect
Roger.
on the tablet. All right, it's a little bit choppy there. See. Okay, so. So at the moment there's not much else to do. We just have to wait for our passengers to board. We've got everything else relatively set up, I think. We can do our weather systems and our MCP, so let's get some of these systems on. Altitude is set, our QNH is set. Don't know if it's a train or nothing just yet. Do our weather systems as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So far, there's a couple other things in terms of self-loading cargo as well. I'll just sort of bring up here. So you've got door control. Let me bring that in. So door management. I think I've got it set whereby the cabin crew are managing, so I don't bother. You know, I just try and keep it all automatic for the moment. Because I do feel like there's a little bit of further kind of integration required, particularly with the Fenix and absolutely with the PMDG Boeings. They're just not. They don't play ball at all. So door management, you've got seatbelt signs on. You can see the I don't know why that's so big, by the way. You can see you can knock these on and off. So you can see what's been scheduled. So we're going to have a drink service, we're going to have a food service throughout the flight. There's no alcohol, duty free or movies scheduled. Wi-Fi is on. Cabin lighting is on. I'm not really sure what that means in terms of the actions on toilets, but there we go.
Welcome on board the self-loading
There's the
cargo
announcement.
service. Please place your large
I'll
bags
turn
onto
that up a
the
little bit.
overhead locker wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
So it's pretty cool how they, you know, everything's automatic, the announcements come on, all that sort of stuff. So I can do a welcome message to the cabin as well. So this is the cabin layout. You can there's loads of information here. You know, passenger manifest. You can see the by item or by this type of view, whether they're happy or not, the seat number, name, etc., number of items, blah blah blah. Like there's a whole lot of stuff. Very kind of the Sims kind of, you know, vibe to it. The health, you know, boredom, etc., etc. Satisfaction, so general satisfaction. There's a whole list of things there. I don't really pay too much attention to that, but it's interesting. You know, it's good to have. Also, you've got the last all the speech. So if you don't hear them clearly, you can look that up as well. And then obviously you've got your settings and everything else. So I haven't looked at that in a while. What I am going to do now is I'm going to call the crew, or I'm going to call I'm going to call the purser, and then she's going to say, well, why don't you, you know, I'm going to ask her how long it's going to take. She's going to say it's going to take a while, and then she's going to tell me to talk to the cabin, so we'll do that. You can call the intercom.
Hi.
How are things going?
Great. Most of the passengers are on board. We're still waiting for a few to come down, but we'll let you know once they're on board.
Thank you.
Sometimes they suggest to talk to the people, so we're going to welcome them aboard. Or welcome everyone
Good
aboard.
morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to London. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit and thought we'd say hello while we finish entering the data into the flight computers. We hope to depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays. The cabin crew will
So
start
when I
securing
first
the
heard
cabin
that
once
voice,
the
I thought it
aircraft
sounded a
is
little
back
bit
to
robotic.
stand.
It's a
As
little
we
bit
make our way to
AI,
the departure
but
runway,
I'm
please
sort of
make
getting
sure
used
your
to it,
seated
to be
ensure
honest.
that they make their
And
way around the aircraft.
it's not
The
too
weather
bad.
is looking
you know.
good, so it should be a nice, comfortable climb up to our cruise level. Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if it changes. The ground crew have finished loading the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured, we'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
We're just awaiting the load sheet from ground. As soon as we have it, feel free to close the doors.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Excellent. So, okay, so we'll have a quick look at our route. So we're going to go from... So we're taking off from runway 7. So in terms of our pushback, we'll push back from stand 14. We'll be nose to the east, and we'll taxi onto Mike, or we'll taxi from Mike on to Lima and then Kilo, Lima 2 then Kilo, and then we'll swing onto the runway. We'll boot it off the runway, and we've got a departure via KRH2H, which is effectively a straight out departure and then a left hand turn, series of left hand turns to turn us back toward the UK. We'll enter our airway at KRH, and then we'll continue on through our checkpoints or waypoints to across the North Sea, or across the, yeah, it is, I think it's the North Sea at that point. The channel's here, sort of the channel, and then into a Logo 2A star or arrival down to London Luton, and we'll be arriving on runway 25, ILS 25. So that's a very straightforward route. Shouldn't take us too long. It's about an hour and 15 minutes flying time, and in the meantime, before we set off, we'll just have a look here. So GSX is clearing up, so that was good timing. I've sort of done this a few times now, so I've got the timing almost, not exact, but you know, close enough. So what we want to do is wait for the load sheet, which is on its way. Whilst I'm waiting for the load sheet, I got to do my weights. So we're 60.8, 31.7. So we'll do that. So 60.8 slash 31.7. Was 31.7? It was. Put that in there. Now we also want to look at our takeoff performance. So we'll get our V speeds. Oops. Forgot to take that off. Do our V speeds. So runway 7, dry, 1 plus flaps, and PAX, sync and calculate.
Count 2 cockpit.
That's the load sheet coming.
Go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the load sheet up to you now. We are waiting for you to close up. Once the beacon light is switched on, we'll contact you to begin pushback.
Roger.
Okay, so the load sheet's on its way. So we're going to go 149, 149, 150, 2270, 103, and 51.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received
So,
the load sheet from ground.
let's
There's
go
the passenger count, crew count,
149,
total sold count. Plus the result of call.
149,
Thanks.
150,
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
2270,
Alright, you can close the doors whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'll let the crew know and we'll get closed up as soon as we can.
2270,
All
1
stations,
DN03,
close doors.
and 51 degrees. I'll just check that. Yep, spot on. Alright, what's next? I think we're waiting on GSX doing final boarding. Yeah, we're waiting on GSX. So we'll wait for that, and then we'll start to push back. So what we'll do is we'll call for pushback. So it'll automatically start it for us. He's got his wipers going. It's not raining. It was raining. It stopped. Yep, so we're expected to push back in about 2 minutes, and we actually have to call. We got to call the ground crew for pushback as well. So we'll have to try and kind of line the two different add-ons up, which I've done a few times and it's worked out pretty good. We'll see how we go this time. Okay, so we've done our taxi brief. I'm not following the checklist. I'm just gonna, you know, wing it. Turn the lights off. Not at this point. Internal lights. Don't think we need those anymore. Actually, let me just zoom in here for a second. I have a funny feeling. So I've got the, if you look very closely, you can see there's a border collie in the window there. I've got the Godfriend's add-on one, so the avatar, Matt's best friend add-on. Oh, excuse me. Right. There we go. Departure clearance requested. Okay, so we're going to call the ground crew and let them know we want to push back.
Hello, Captain.
Go ahead.
We are ready for pushback.
Oh, beacon on first. Beacon on.
Hi, we are ready to start pushback.
Ground crew cockpit.
Go ahead.
Call me when you require pushback.
Actually, we're all set to go now. Feel free to get connected.
Roger. Ground probe is connected.
Roger.
Departure checks completed. Flight
So
passenger inserted.
we're going to use the audio. Well, we're sort of using both. So there's going to be a little bit of a duplication here in terms of what you're hearing. But yeah, hopefully we'll see how we go. So there's a little bit of ghost in there.
Looking here.
Tow's connecting. So I if you look on my other screen here, it's literally saying tow is connecting, right? Now that's the GSX and SLC are not talking to each other whatsoever here at the moment, right? I'm just trying to time it right, and you can see the tow is actually connecting, and the aircraft has been risen. It was rising up there. Like, see that? We want those right.
Release parking brakes.
So GSX has told me to release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes.
I'm just waiting on
Release parking brakes.
our friends, ground crew,
Roger.
and they're saying release parking brake as well. So parking brake
Brake
release.
release.
Commencing push.
Roger. Probe detached. Steering single circuit. Stand by while we start pushback.
So as I said, there's a bit of duplication. That's okay. So we're pushing back,
Okay, Captain. We're clear of the stand and you're free to start engine.
and they've given us a clear to start the engine. So we're going to go engine number 2. I'm going to let them know we're starting engine 2
Starting engine
first.
2.
Roger.
Here we go. Engine 2 starting up. And the
Ladies
safety
and
briefing's
gentlemen,
about to start.
We now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft.
This is a little bit unrealistic. Obviously, you're not going to be able to hear this to that clarity from the cockpit. I do think PAX or PAX from TFDI Design is a little bit more superior in this space because it gives you that door muffling sound and other bits and pieces. Now I've got it set to muffle, but in SSE, but it doesn't really work very well.
In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board.
Right, that's engine number 1 started, so let's start engine number 2.
Starting
Sorry.
engine 1.
Wrong way around. Engine number 2 has been started, now we're going to start number 1.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask
Please
over
set
your
your
nose
parking
and mouth,
bracket.
Parking brake.
holding close with the
So
strap.
parking brake.
Parking brake is
Waiting
set.
your confirmation
Roger.
for good
Stand by.
engine
Please keep your parking
And
bracket
we gotta
on
let-
while we monitor engine
We
start.
gotta let GSX know that we've had a good start.
Cockpit to ground.
Roger.
We have a good engine start.
Pass
You
the
can
tapes
disconnect.
around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate
Okay,
it inside
Captain,
the
looks like a good start up on all engines and probe is disconnected. No train is free, we're good to
If it
go.
fails to inflate,
We'll get
the
our
next
tapes
time,
disconnected now.
note
Go
to
have a
the
safe flight.
There
Look
is a
out
light
for the
to
pin
listen
on the
for
left and
attracting
we'll see you
attention.
next time.
We also carry
Thanks
flotation
very much
aids
for
to
your help.
join.
Pin on the left
Your
and we'll
tray
see you
table
again
must
soon.
now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a
So,
pleasant
it's-
flight and thank you for flying with self-loading cargo.
Was he calling me there, was he? No, I think we're good. So it sounds like there's a lot going on there, but that's because I'm running the 2 add-ons. Okay, so we've got... So these guys are disconnecting. So we're almost good to go.
Disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yep, I think we're pretty much good to go. So let's just do a bit of tidying up. So we want the auto brake set. We want to accept our load sheet. We've got our TCAS can stay off for a moment. We'll turn our APU off now at this point, saying that the engines are started. Passengers are on board. Everything's locked up. Everything's good to go. Ignition starter back to off, and I'll do my flaps and surround spoilers when I hit the runway. So parking brake coming off, and let's roll forward. Our taxi lights on, and turn lights on, and we'll just roll slowly forward. So the thing about self-loading cargo is that you have to you gotta be careful in terms of how you taxi. I normally taxi like a Formula 1 driver, and they don't like that. They're not very adventurous, these passengers. So you can see here you've got a satisfaction level, good flight so far. So we want to try and maintain that, and it gives you like an A+ and all this sort of stuff afterwards. Luckily for me, it's a short taxi, so literally on the mic, leaving mic here onto, I think it's Lima, and then onto Kilo. So it should be fairly straightforward. But like, even if you turn too hard or brake too hard, they don't like it. So we're going this straight on, I think.
Hello.
Hi,
Yeah, on the
Captain.
Kilo, yeah.
The cabin is secured for takeoff.
Thanks.
I'll get the crew seated and secured as soon as you give us the word.
Will do.
All right, so we need to wait for them to oh, sorry, I forgot to run the clock. We need to wait for the crew to get seated, but I'm gonna hold short here anyway. Obviously, if we were on VATSIM or if we were using ATC, we'd call them and all that sort of stuff. But we're not gonna do that today. All right, so let's give them a wee call. So I'll just bring that up on screen so you can see it. So intercom. We'll let them know to sit their asses down. I think there's a way of just pinging them actually, and they do that. Or have they sat down already? Let's see. No, crew not seated. Okay.
Hi, Captain.
Oh, okay then.
Captain,
How are things in the back?
we're just monitoring the passengers until you tell us we need to be seated for takeoff.
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Wrong
thank
one.
you.
Wrong
I'll
one.
speak to you in a bit.
Thanks very much.
So I've called them. I
Give me
think
a call if you need anything else.
you got to do it on the PA system. Yeah, there you go. There we go.
All stations, seats for takeoff, please.
Right. So we want to go flaps 1. Whoops. TCAS coming on. Ground spoilers armed. Parking brake coming off. Rolling forward. We'll go landing lights on and taxi lights on. And we're going to roll on to the runway. Interestingly enough, I was in an A321 about a week ago. A321 Neo, and I noticed that they didn't put their strobes on. Well, first of all, they didn't put the landing lights on until they were lined up on the runway. Now, there was a lot of traffic in the area, maybe that's why. But I noticed as well they didn't put their strobes on until they'd taken off. And how I know that is I was sitting right on the wing. I just thought, yeah, I thought that was a bit odd. But anyway, okay. So I'm not sure what the light procedures are, but I always put them on sort of before we hit the runway. Anyway, up to Toga, and here we go. On our way to London Luton at the break of dawn from Stuttgart. I've got to take off inhibit. I'm not really sure why. Okay. Don't know why. Right. Coming up to our rotate speed. So rotate. Or V1, I should say. Got a positive rate so we can gear up. Wait for the gear to lock. We're locked, and we'll engage our autopilot. So I'll just leave it in toga for a few moments and put it back to climb. I'll put it back to CL. Once we've built up a little bit of speed. Didn't actually realize that screen was in the way. Apologies. So just keep an eye on a few things here. I hear the rain. You can see the rain hit the windscreen there. Okay, so we're gonna bring our throttle back to climb or CL, and we'll go flaps up. So our altitude set for 340.
Cabin crew, resume duties.
Now, there's one adjustment that I need to make. I think I had set self-loading cargo to 380 for cruising altitude, so I'm not sure how that's going to be impacted now. Whereas my SimBrief has given me 340, so I made an adjustment. Anyway, we'll tidy up in the meantime. So flaps are up, ground spoiler stowed or disarmed. Want to head over to standard on our barrow, and we'll leave our landing lights and our taxi lights on just for the moment. Actually, we can turn taxi lights off, turn lights off. Our emergency exit signs can go to arm, and once we get around this turn or hit 10,000 feet, we can sort out the seatbelt signs. Miserable weather, huh? Welcome to Europe in autumn in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelts fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
So all of the interactions, I guess, with self-loading cargo are pretty much automatic from here on out. You can do it manually. You can do it by voice if you want, or you can or you can do it by click. I just leave it on automatic because I think it picks up everything really well. Like, it picks up your cruise, it picks up your descent, it picks up things pretty good. So I'm just wondering if, because my cruise altitude is seatbelt signs off and landing lights off, because my cruise altitude is set at 340 on the plane and 380 on the self-loading cargo app, they may not do the service.
The captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you. That
happens as well. Sometimes there are duplications, or the announcement plays twice. I have a funny feeling in the settings I've knocked that on. So it's in there somewhere to turn it off again. And every now and again they'll come in and check on the cockpit and make sure that you're okay, and sometimes they'll offer you a drink and all this sort of stuff. It's like it's not bad, you know. It's for the price. Like I think I paid I don't know $20, $25 about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago for it, and I used the old version of self-loading cargo, and you know it's came with the recent update this year. It's came ahead leaps and bounds. It really has, and you know the developers done pretty well with it. Especially considering it's like one person, you know, working on it. I don't think it's a company or anything, so an individual, independent developer, like it's pretty impressive, you know. There's a rainbow, look. Oh wow, double rainbow. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta screenshot that, don't I? I'll screenshot that, it's gone. I didn't really get it. Oh well. It's good though. So as I said, I'm off work today, and this is a little sneaky mid-afternoon stream. With a sneaky little mid-afternoon flight. I do have to go out after this and get a few things done, so I'm only just going to do the one flight, and then I'll be back online in the morning with Big Boss Robinson. We should be doing a bit of a joint stream, hopefully, over the next couple of days, and yeah, we don't know where that's going to take us. We've been doing a lot of GA flights recently, so I reckon we'll probably continue that. That's why I thought I'll do it on our airliner flight. I haven't done an airliner flight in a while, and I do miss them, I have to say. And I've just downloaded the I've just downloaded the Headwind 330 latest update, so I do want to test that at some point over the weekend and see what that's like. I haven't flown that in a long time. And particularly now that the Latin VFR brought out the A320-200, and I haven't looked at how much it is, but I don't see the point in. I think the problem I've got with flights at the minute is like there's a little bit of oversaturation going on in the airliner market. You know, we've got multiple A320s. We've got another one coming from mini builds, which I'm sure will be absolutely unbelievable, but do we need another one? Nope. We've got the Latin VFR, you know, A318, A319, A320, A321. The good thing is Horizon Simulations did a fantastic update to the A321. It basically made it into a fly-by-wire, so that worked out pretty well. Now we've got two A330s. We've got another 879 coming out. There's freeware coming out of that as well. I mean, is it going to be any different than the 10 or the 8? Nope. I can't. Well, I mean, who knows? It's not fair to me to say no, but it's you know, with 3 different variants of the same aircraft. It's a bit like PMDG, you know what I mean? And then even PMDG, they're talking about bringing out the 737 MAX, and again, is it going to be much different than the 737 678 900? Like I hope the answer is yes, because I do want a little bit of variety. And I mentioned all these developers and these planes. I mentioned it because I love them all. I think you know, even though Latin VFR's systems aren't as good as fly-by-wire Fenix, I still love the fact that they did an A321. And I like that they've done the old A318, A319 CEOs as opposed to the NEOs. So, you know, it's yeah. I just think that there's, and I like that the A320, the A330 is a properly modelled A330 cockpit, not just a bigger A320. So there's a few positives there, and there's the static ground crew and stuff that comes with it as well. So that's good. But yeah, I just think like the headwind A330 is pretty good. If you like fly-by-wire, and I do. We'll say it's pretty good. It's more than pretty good. It's phenomenal for freeware. You know. I think we need a decent 747. I think we need a decent like 757, 767s. You know, A340. Like we need to start looking at those. The A380, obviously I know fly-by-wire working on them, but you know, PMV's got the 777 coming out. Like there needs to be more effort in those sort of long haulers. A350 as well. I'd love to see an A350. Excuse me. Because I feel like we've got a right few medium haul and short haul aircraft and GA aircraft. Like GA aircraft are coming out left, right, and centre. Yeah, I think there's a big gap in long haulers at the minute. So the ping that you're hearing is the I think it's the toilets. I don't know how to turn it off. It's really annoying. So we're headed slowly toward our cruising altitude of 340.
Are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. In 2 minutes we will be starting the in-flight drinks service. If you could please ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed
yeah,
in
so
the
there's a
overhead lockers.
duplication on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a duplication on that announcement. So I'll have a look here. Let's have a wee look and see. So these are the settings. It's got to be in sound. So send me a cockpit door, yes. So as you can see, I've got the muffling level and the thickness up pretty high. Doesn't make a lot of difference. Unless I'm went the wrong way. I doubt it. You know. Ring and volume 100%. That's okay. Randomly select the next track from cabin music folder. Turn off to loop the same continual ends. I don't even know there was a music folder. Let's turn that on. Reset music position. That's fine. If automation is on, music starts immediately after landing. Yep, that's okay. So that works. Captain's voice is okay. So you can record your own voice and record your own sound files and stuff in this, I believe. I haven't tried it yet, but I believe you can do that. Squelch after speaking to cabin crew. Don't think we need that because you're on a phone, sure. Push to talk, okay, that's fine. So cabin announcements. So complex announcements are events such as safety announcements which allow you to convey various information to the cabin in multiple stages. Inactivity timeout. During the course of each complex announcement, a progress bar will appear which notifies you of how much time is left to complete the current section. You can control how many seconds you have until it automatically times out by editing this value, default to 20 seconds. I need to read into what that means. I'm not sure. So, yeah. So this is all captain's stuff. So cabin crew, right? So introduce cabin crew on captain startup. Yes, we want to do that. Remind captain to make waves, we want to do that. Play safety, yes we want to do that. Play airline if, oh, okay, right, so, okay, so, right, I think this is it. Okay, so I don't have a sound pack on, that's why, right. So you can load in the airline sound packs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to serve our hot drinks menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you. We are about to serve our hot drinks menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Well, that didn't work. Notify me via intercom when cabin secured, yes. Make appropriate COVID-19 for not a while. The seatbelt sign will decline, make an announcement. The seatbelt sign will make an announcement. Yes, that's fine. Ground crew is okay. Passenger effects is okay. Aircraft cabin, ding dong sounds, pilot crew broadcast, ding dong or dong sounds, crew notification. Flight cleaning during turnaround walking. And I've got these turned off because it was very annoying. An external effect, play airport, okay. Attach to APU percentage. If the both turned on the gate, ambience, volume slider issues at the maximum. I'll look at that one a little bit later. Cabin management. Localized passenger names. The SSC will generate the names. Yep, that's fine. Passengers board aircraft random intervals. Yep. 11 cabin. Automate request for service. Yes. Play dong. Yes. Right. Pilot scoring. Flight issues. Data output. Third party. Compatibility. Okay. There we go. I'm not sure if that fixes it, but there we go. Yeah, don't know. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see. Okay, so we're flying ahead here. We're doing well. So we're still in Germany, headed for Belgium. And then across the channel to into England, hence the British Airways livery down to London. Okay, so the good thing is so we've reached our. Oh, actually, we haven't even reached our cruising altitude and have started the service. So, so that's good. They don't actually wait until you get to cruise because I was a little bit worried about that. And I would have got a bad score for that in my scoring. Like the air passengers are very picky. You know what I mean? They're a little bit, you know. Fussy. As I would be, by the way. As I would be. Alright, so let's have a wee look. Yeah, everything's looking good. Can't complain too much. So what we'll do is, if you just bear with me, I will. So here we are, flying across Germany. We'll head into Belgium, straight out across the channel and down into Luton. which according to Volanta will be arriving there in about 40 minutes, 43 minutes. And sorry, just go back to self-loading cargo. So that's what I brought up on screen. So you can see, so they're getting thirsty, but the crew are very busy apparently. Drink service is in progress. You can see what they're doing. So drinks and alcohol is being fired up and down the aisle there. And let's have a look. So let's go to thirsty and see who's thirsty. Oh yeah, they're all very thirsty. Yeah. You can see the cabin crew, what they're doing. You can see who's using the Wi-Fi, who's drinking alcohol, or they're really thirsty but no one's drinking. Or drinking, sorry, my mistake, 51. Who's drunk? 0.6% of the flight are drunk. That's excellent. Anxiety is at 0, so that's good. Satisfaction is not too bad. Who's this guy? Who's this person here? Not satisfied, right? So this is excellent. Watch this here. Look, so you can actually, let me just bring this in a little bit. Hopefully you can read that. So this person here, Trotty Kutcher, I think, is in 33F. She's 21 years old, female, on Wi-Fi, seated and secured, and is drinking. Enjoying the drink, but slightly negative. So tired, health is down, thirst is up, hunger's up, and yeah. So it's very The Sims, isn't it? Service interactions. Oh, this is interesting. So request a drink. I didn't know you could do that. That's brilliant. Oh wow. So you can actually go in. Wow. That's excellent. Ah, right. So, okay, so what with this person here? Slightly negative. Alright, so request. So they're thirsty and they're hungry. Okay, we'll go to the toilet then. So request to use the toilet. That's brilliant. This is like a mini Sims up on a Fenix A320. So what about, who's this here? Is this someone sitting down doing nothing? Good flight, using the toilet. Alright, sitting down doing nothing. Well, not quite. It's not corrected there. A couple of empty seats in the flight too, actually. There's the phone. Okay, very good. Right, who else isn't happy? Who else do we need to feed? Is Trudy sorted now? Cabin crew failed to attend. Oh wow. There's no way that could go over well. Oh, there we go. Oh, and you can see the interactions there. Hi, can I have a... Oh, very good, very good. That's excellent. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed with that. That's not bad. That is not bad. You can even see number of items they're carrying with them, you know. Like the detail here is pretty good. It's pretty good. And this is kind of our kind of report as well. So airline, BA, Speedbird, I'm not actually sure if that's correct. Aircraft, departure, arrival. We started at 6:07 Zulu. We boarded 6:31. Off the block 6:35. Taxi time is 5 minutes. Takeoff 6:42. Flight time so far 24 minutes, and total time 35. I think it's a little bit longer than that, but okay. Yeah, that's not bad. So what about this person? This person's not happy at all. Oh, slightly negative. Hungry, right? So request a snack. Moderate turbulence experienced. When? So that's because the plane turned. So we're doing a slight turn, right? We didn't have turbulence there at all. I don't think we did. So what I found is that when I say that they're very finicky and they're very, you know, they kind of beat it up here for the smallest little things. They, like, if you bank slightly too hard, or even if the plane just banks on autopilot normally, they don't like it. And they also don't like any turbulence whatsoever, to the point where they had mistaken turbulence as autopilot disconnecting. There was a slight drop, and everybody started screaming. And when I was coming to the land one day, I was like, "What the? Like, seriously?" So it is a little bit sensitive. It does make it a little bit difficult to get a good score. Excuse me. So there is that just to be mindful of, but like with the level of detail and stuff that you've got there, you know, you'll have a little bit of fun with that, you know. I think that's pretty good. What else we got here? So we've got ratings. In-flight entertainment, right? In-flight entertainment is terrible because there isn't any available because it's Wi-Fi only. So that's an interesting one. So maybe we should go down that for next time. We've also got our comms. I think the question mark is where is it? Oh, it's up here. So that's voice recognition. So I've got that turned off at the minute. I don't even have. Do I have the mic set? I don't think I do. User interface. I'm not actually sure where you set the mic options. Oh, hang on. Main window. Layout. Voice recognition. Yeah. Don't know. I haven't messed around with that part as yet, which I need to do. So, and then the other one's the speech. So yeah. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I have to say, I'm sort of impressed. I think that the other one that's coming out to keep an eye on is what's it called? Is it Passenger 2? They did a I think it was FS Elite did an article on it the other day, and it's pretty much the same as self-loading cargo. The question I'm going to have is it going to be better? I don't think it will be. So you can pre-order from today, and it's releasing next month. It doesn't look. It looks very basic. It looks very basic. It doesn't look like there's anything different. Yeah, so in terms of, it doesn't look like there's anything different from self-loading cargo. However, there are a few features that you can do, such as you can actually have there's a little bit more economics behind it, so you can set prices and you can select who your catering company and supplier is going to be and that sort of stuff. Which, you know, if that floats your boat, no worries. For me, like I do like that idea, but I don't know if I'm going to get the quality on the other side, so I'll yeah, so you can manage contracts, create subsidiaries, manage staff, etc., and that sounds great. Unlock achievements and all that sort of stuff, which you know all sounds very appealing. But I'll have to wait and see. I'm not. At the moment, I'm not. I'm not overly optimistic, to be honest. I'm gonna wait and see. And then I think there's another one as well. There's another one too. I can't remember what it's called. But I'll tell you what I'm really looking forward to. The AI ATCs. Because I'm really looking forward to those. You know, beyond ATC, there was another one there that was announced the other day. Like, we do need some decent ATC, we really do. Unfortunately, Beyond ATC has said it won't be ready until 2024. I thought earlier this year they said 2023. I thought they said Q4, which is unfortunate. Let's have a quick look on FS Elite here and see about the other one. So I'm pretty sure there's one announced. Oh, Volanta's been updated.
Hello.
Sorry to bother you, Captain. I was just wondering if you'd like a drink.
Not at the moment, thanks.
No problem. Do give me a call if you change your mind, though.
Change log? Oh yeah, 1.7. Oh, I didn't even know I was updated. There you go. That's good. Obviously, it's probably been updated in preparation for the cross the pond flight tomorrow night. Right, so let's see. Where's that? What was that before? Oh, the 7879 Horizon Simulation 7879. I think it's freeware is releasing today. So I might check this out. So I was giving off about 787 coming out earlier on, but you know what? First of all, Horizon Simulations did a great job with the A321. I think it was Horizon Simulations. Yeah, they did. They sort of beefed up the Latin VFR, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they did. Anyway, so I just flew back from America to Australia on one of these, and it was on a 787-9 about a month ago. Twice, going from Melbourne to London and vice versa. So I've been on this aircraft quite a lot in the real world, and it's a nice aircraft to fly on. It really is. Okay, so we've got an EFB, which for me, even from the system update 13, the EFB in the 10 and the 8 aren't working. Excuse me. Door speed data in the EFB. Exterior model now features grime, dirt markings, etc. Satcom added, new default wing textures. Rolls Royce and General Electric engines are now split into separate aircraft. Right. Engine counters are more or less the grey and matte appearance engine. So they've touched up. Alright, so basically I think what they've done is, it looks like they've taken the 787-8, the Curo variant, expanded it to make it a 9, and then, you know, done what they usually do and reworked all the stuff. So I'm pretty sure that's freeware, and if it is, of course we're going to get it. Mostly recently, twice as many orders. However, it suffered a number of issues from deliveries following regulatory issues. Most recently on February 24th this year, Boeing was forced to halt deliveries to customer airlines once again, owing to an issue with pressurized bulkheads. The stoppage on deliveries had not prevented the next generation jetliner from being one of the most sought after in the aviation world. However, with a flurry of new orders being placed at this year's Paris Air Show. I didn't know that. There you go. So I'll keep an eye out on that dropping later on. One of the things I did say, I was mentioned this last night, was that the difference. So I flew recently there from the US, or to and from the US from Australia, in the real world, and I was in the I was in the A380 on the way over, and the 787-9 on the way back. And there's a massive difference between those two aircraft. Like the way that the 787 is pressurized, and how it recycles air, and you know, even the noise and the comfort levels, it far outperforms the A380. Far outperforms. I mean, A380's, you know, almost 20 years old, so that makes sense. But until you sort of do them back to back, I don't think you actually realise it, you know. Like when I got off the A380, I had the blocked nose, and you know, you felt like you were on a plane. Whereas you get off the 787, it was well rested, didn't have many problems, it was fine. You know. Right, so this is what I was looking for. It's called Smart Sky. So, new developer Smart Guys announced the development of groundbreaking generative AI traffic control. So this is what's needed. You know what I mean? The question, what I'm really looking for here is when will it be? What are they aiming for in terms of release date? So aiming for implementation early next year. So one of the things that so I'll keep an eye on this. Definitely keep an eye on this. One of the things that one of the things I'm sort of not miffed about, but just sort of conscious. I'm conscious that it feels like 2023, 2024 is like the golden age of flight sim. You know what I mean? Like it feels like 2022 or 2023 and 2024. It feels like a lot of add-ons are coming out. There's a lot of development. There's a lot of developers that are thriving. The flight sim community is only growing. You know, it's only getting better and better. And then they've announced Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I just really hope that they don't stuff it up. Because I feel like the momentum that we've got at the moment in terms of Flight Sim, particularly Microsoft Flight Sim Builder, is just fantastic. And I really hope they don't you know, they don't make a balls of it. We'll see how it goes. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I just want to make sure all my add-ons work. And it would be very sad to see, you know, the people that really built this platform, which is the community, really. Or they didn't build the platform, they grew the platform, I would say. You know, they grew it. The sub obviously built it, Microsoft built it, but I feel like the community, you know, without the community, without the third-party developers, it would be the same. You know what I mean? And clearly, a lot of time and effort has went into some of these additional add-ons and stuff, especially the likes of not just additional aircraft, but you know, like building ATC systems from scratch. That can't be easy, you know. Building scenery from scratch, it can't be easy. So weather systems, you know, all that stuff. So I hope that they get it right and they take their time. And I also hope that they don't just release and then fix later. You know, one of the take the learnings from 2020. There was far too many bugs. There was too many issues that they had to put fixes in place for. You know, I'm okay to wait another 4 years for another flight sim. Just get it right. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be perfect up front, but it's got to be 90%, not 60. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's see where we are. So I reckon we're probably about 2/3 of the way there, actually. So we just crossed into Belgium. EBBR, is that, where's that? Is that Brussels? Yeah, it is too. So we've just passed Brussels, and we're about to hit the coast, and then head out over the channel. So we'll be we'll actually be descending shortly. So what we'll do whilst we are in the map, I'll set up our descent. So we'll just move this out of the way. So let's see. So we're after our approach chart for runway 25. Hang on, I think I need my final approach. Yep. So we're going to set our altitude to 3,000 feet. We're going to set our barrow at 840, and in terms of weather, we're looking at 0989 for QNH, 204, 4 knots, 200 degrees, temperature of 8 degrees. So let's set that up. I'll probably not remember all that, so I'll keep it on screen. So we'll go down to our FMC or McDo or FMGC or whatever you want to call it. We'll clear the warning, go next phase. We want to go to our approach phase. Our QNH was 0989. Our temperature was 8 degrees, I think it was. Yep. Chilly morning. Mags, our winds 200 degrees at 4 knots. And our barrow, what was barrow? 840. 840. And that's that. And then we also want to set our altitude to 3,000 feet. And I'll just bring out. Oh, okay. So top of descent is not too far away. Actually, it's only 20 miles away. No, 10 miles away. So we go. Quick flight. So we should get, there should be a few announcements then coming from self-loading cargo with your descent. Which is in literally a few minutes. Once we hit that line, I'll knock the McClatchy. In fact, I might just hit it now. It's not going to do us any harm. So let's hit descent down to 3,000 feet, and we're literally, hopefully we'll get through. What was the ceiling for the clouds? It doesn't actually say. That's odd. It has given it conditions as fog, which I never noticed, and we're down to 100 meters of visibility, so for the first time in a long time I'm going to have to do an automatic landing. I'm going to have to remember how to do an automatic landing. Visibility, so that's a Cat 3 landing, so let's go and have a look at that procedure. So let's bring up the let's see, final approach Cat 3. Alright. Which runway are we landing? I thought we were landing on 25. There we are, here we go. So our decision height is now it's actually 50. Given that we've only got 100 meters to play with, so let's change that to 50. it's not. It's 608. It's 608. Okay. So special aircrew and aircraft certification required. Aircraft normally expect radar factor on the final. ILSTME reads 0 at runway 25 threshold. Aircraft on over receive DME inform ATC. Radar figure, Let's approach climb to 3000, climb straight out. Yes, yes, yes. Where's the Mr. Approach track there? That's okay. Alright, so. Sorry, lads, I sneezed. Bless me. Due to slope and trains. Okay, alright. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. So we're set to Cat 2 at the minute. We'll see how it goes. Do we need to add the ice on? Is it on? Let's throw it on just in case. I mean, it didn't give me a warning there, but I suspect it's going to. What is our... Alright, so we're just coming across the channel now at the moment. Just crossed into international waters actually. Descending down through. You know what? I didn't hear an announcement.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far.
So I reckon the announcement from Stuttgart Cargo didn't say we're now descending because I didn't hit the cruise altitude as per what I programmed in the SSE because I changed it in SimBrief the 340 from 380, but I didn't fix it up in SSE because I'd already started the flight, so that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Okay. It's not looking too bad.
All aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
So we missed the descent announcement, but we've got the, you know, we're going to be landing and all that sort of stuff. So, so let's see. So we're down in, I'm still saying 18 minutes. Well, it's going to be a very slow descent then. That's I meant to mention that as well. So Horizon Simulations, or Horizon Sim, I'm assuming, yeah, Sim company, or developer. They're modding the 787 to an 8F, which is the freighter model, and like even to the point where the nose opens up. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that coming out as well. And that's and it's got, and it'll have the animations and everything else that sort of goes with it. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully, so the sort of it's like they've said that they're working on it, but there's no indication of any time as to when it's going to be available or not. I mean, it'll probably be next year, but hopefully they do a little bit of work on the systems and things like that in the 747, just to bring it up to scratch a little bit. I mean, it's fine after the system update, but I think the flight model needs a lot of work. You know, that's the same with this. Sorry, the 747, the 787 as well. The flight model on the 7710 needs a lot of work. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that coming up, mainly because it's a long haul cargo variant. You know what I mean? A long haul freighter. Like I'm really looking forward to the 777 freighter. But the 747 freighter has a little bit of nostalgia for me, because I remember the first long haul flight that I ever completed was in Flight Sim 2004, and it was from Hong Kong to San Francisco in a 747 freighter, or it was in a 747 actually. I don't even think it was a freighter, but I remember vaguely remember departing from the cargo side of Hong Kong airport, so I sort of treated it like it was a cargo flight. I think it was a non-cargo variant, and yeah, I always remember that. So yeah, so I'll definitely check that out. Not sure about this A320-200 from Luton VFR. I'm just not sure about it. Like, it's hard to go from a Fenix A320 to, you know. So I think I need to watch a few more videos on it. Especially, as I mentioned earlier, like, if you've got the headwind, and the headwind's amazing, you know. It's hard to, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, PMDG, this better be the greatest tablet of all time. This better be the tablet of all tablets, or the EFB of all EFBs. Because you've been banging on about it, and banging on about it, and it's built from scratch, and it's going to do this, and it's going to do that, and all this nonsense. And it like, the date that was announced, first of all, last week or the week before, there was an announcement about nothing. Then this week they've said that they're aiming to push an update. Not that they're going to deliver it on, they're aiming to push an update. Like, can you imagine if these guys had KPIs or, you know, targets? They'd be absolutely useless at hitting them. So, when are you going to deliver it? On or around the 30th of October? I mean, that's not an answer. Is it going to be the 30th or is it not? You know what I mean? Like, just give us a date. You can say 20th of December for a week, or just give us a bloody date at this point. You know? Ice not detected, so we're gonna knock around the ice off, saying that we don't have any issues. But that's enough about PMDG. I love their product. I love it. I really do. I'm a massive PMDG fan, and I'm really looking forward to the 747 and the 777 and the 737 Max, and you know 757 if they develop it as well, buddy, like a co-pilot. You know, I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, buddy. What's up? Probably wants to go out. You want to go out? Oh, you do. I know you do. Yeah, we're going to go out shortly. We'll land this plane and we'll go out, okay? Good boy. You're very patient all day, haven't you? Yes, yes. So, yeah, so I'm looking forward to all those aircraft, right? But they need to just, you know, stop these weekly updates. Update us when there's an update, you know. Don't just talk for the sake of talking. Or don't do announcements for the sake of doing an announcement about nothing, you know what I mean? Good boy. So, did you have a wee sleep? Did you have a rest? I know you did, you're snoring your head off. He lies under the desk, snores his head off. Isn't that right, buddy? Don't you? Well, you must be downstairs, right? Or he lies at the back door in the sunshine. Right, so let's see. So we're just below 10,000 feet, so we're gonna knock our seatbelt signs on and put our landing lights on. There's the announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned the seatbelt signs on, which means you must now take your seats in the cabin. Please remain seated until the signs are turned off. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned the seatbelt signs on, which means you must now take your seats in the cabin. Please remain seated until the signs are turned off. Thank you.
So we're just about, so there's the coast of England just below us. So where is that? So that's, so it's a place called Clacton. I've heard of Clacton, but I've never been there. So it did say visibility down to 100 meters and fog. I'll just recheck that because it looks a little bit, I know there's a little bit of fog there, but it looks a little bit clearer than what it was previously. Just the METAR can update it. No, not yet, still the same. Alright, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Right, what else do we need to do? So we'll set up our landing, we'll set all the information's all good. Flaps are okay at the moment. We're still descending. In terms of our approach, so I think it's a straight in approach. 1.25, right?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen. We are about to serve our breakfast and lunch menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisles. Thank you. We are about to serve our breakfast and lunch menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisles. Thank you.
That's a little bit of a mistake. So she just said they're going to serve breakfast and lunch. I'll knock the music off. But we're literally about to land, so I'm not really sure how to fix that one. Food services in progress, right? It does take a while to serve the passengers. This could end in a disaster. It could be a tragedy. Yeah, not really sure how to. Unless maybe they think there's enough time. Maybe there is. Who knows? It could be. I doubt it. There could be. Right, so let's see. So once we hit that left-hand turn, we got about maybe 10 miles down to the entry to the ILS, and then the ILS entry will be 7-8 miles, whatever it is from there. So to the airport. And then once we get on the ground, I'll have to take our little friend here out for a WILK. That's what he's waiting for. It's a lovely day today as well, so looking forward to getting out there actually. Haven't been out yet, and I gotta do a few other things as well. And then I'll be back tomorrow with Big Boss Robinson, and in fact, is it tonight? Yeah, so tonight I'll be waking up at around 3 or 4 a.m. to join a mammoth endurance stream. So I'll be in a night tomorrow of that and doing a few things. So that's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Better. Alright, so here we go. This is our final turn toward the airport. Still got a little bit to go. It's not too far away. It's not overly close either. Lovely autumn weather. Okay. Once we make our turn, we can go for a match of flaps, I think. We're on profile as well, so we're looking good. Alright, match of flaps. Descending to 3000. I'm going to try an auto land on this one. I haven't done an auto land in a while, so I'll have to remember how to do it. I think you gotta do dual channel, as far as I remember. So, although we can't see it, we have London Stansted to our left. You know what? You know what? Is my multiplayer on? I think it is. Like, it's super quiet at the minute. What time is it? Oh, it's 3 AM. Makes sense. And actually, I think the clock's changed in the UK this weekend as well. Multiplayer is on Southeast Asian server. No one around. This is the first time I've flown over London. There's been no one around. I can see him. Never seen that before. Never seen that before. So Stansted is just about there. And I think Heathrow was further south, sort of lined up with or slightly south, I should say. It's Heathrow's kind of like lined up with London City. All right, over to sort out our barrow, our QNH. That music you're listening to is a really, really old version, really old mix of a song called Never Taken Me. Instrumental, of course. And it's got a guitar in it that doesn't exist in the final version. And it's a little bit wild, actually, the guitar. Some of it's good, but the end of it was absolutely crap. Part of this tune. This is the belt of this tune. When I discovered how to open the windows in this plane, I took off with the window open and I couldn't figure out, it was the passenger side, or the passenger side, it was the co-pilot side, and I couldn't figure out why I was getting pressurization warnings. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Okay, approach mode's coming on, a little bit early, but that's okay. And we'll let the plane do its thing. So we're about to enter the ILS feather, which effectively is here. Just keep an eye on our diamond. So I'll set up a few other things while I'm waiting for that to catch up. So we'll go ground spotters armed. We'll set our brakes to medium. And speed's coming back now, so that's good. I think we've captured the ILS, have we? Yep, we have. So we're going to hold here 3000 until we pass the next waypoint, and then we'll continue on down to the runway. In the meantime, just as we're coming down through the air clouds here, we'll drop in another notch of flaps right now. And we're going to go dual channel as well. Speed. Just check that. It's better. Okay, I think we're okay. Yep. Alright, gear down. Emergency exit signs on. Another notch of flaps. Waiting for our greens. 3 green. I have 0 visibility coming in here. So it's up to you, plane. So just a couple of things to check. So we've got our dual channel is on and captured. We're going full on flaps. Our speed is where it needs to be. Auto brakes are set. All the lights are on. We're at 1000. We're going to do an auto landing. Let's get our turn lights on as well. So I'm watching the instruments. Like it's gonna, the ground's just gonna up at us in a moment. Everything's good. Yep. Pause the music. Alright, here we go. Should see the ground any second. Well, what about 400 feet? 800 feet? No, we'll get a little bit of. I think we'll see it at 600 land. Okay, so it's giving me a landing. It's going to auto land.
100 above.
100 above, yep. So we set our bar to 602, I think it was.
100.
There it is.
Minimum
Wow.
50.
I'm not touching anything.
30.
There's the flare.
10. Retard.
And we're down. Reverse is on. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. How good was that? What a plane. What a machine. Autopilot off. Brakes. Yes. Autopilot off, yep. Our brakes are on. Okay. We'll start our taxi
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
toward
London.
the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. The
Welcome
local
to
time
London.
is 8:58 a.m. The
Now,
local time is 8:58 a.m.
I can't see a thing.
It's a fresh 9
So,
degrees Celsius outside.
landing lights
That's only
on,
48
taxi lights.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, sorry, landing lights
It's a
off,
fresh
taxi
9
lights
degrees
on.
Celsius outside. That's only 48 Fahrenheit.
I'm
Please
gonna.
check around your seat for
Oh,
any
it shows
personal
off.
belongings you may have
Yep.
brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. Please
So,
check around your seat for any personal belongings.
188 feet per minute landing rate monitor give me.
Caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may
okay,
have
let's
shifted
just,
around during the flight. If you
I
require
have no
deplaning
idea where we're going.
assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers.
I should have
deplane.
actually.
One of our crew members will then be
I should have
pleased to
checked
assist
that.
you. If you require deplaning assistance,
What does it say?
remain in your
Auto
seat
flight
until all other
AP off. Oh
passengers
yeah.
deplane. One of our crew members will then be pleased to assist you. Please remain seated until the aircraft reaches the gate and we'll get
So
you
welcome
off
to
as
London
soon as
Luton.
possible.
One of the things I
Please
didn't
remain
check
seated until the
was
aircraft
my
reaches the
taxi
gate.
route.
The captain
I
will
just
turn
pulled
off
off the
the
runway
seatbelt
quickly
sign
there.
once
So
it's safe to get up.
let's see if we can
Thanks very much.
find our way to the terminal, which I reckon is about here somewhere. See, there's some weather here in London. My God. Right, let me get rid of this taxi chart. Or get rid of this chart. And then we'll have a look. Yeah, we are headed toward the terminal, okay. Yep, so follow that line. Look at that. Can't see a thing. Oh, flaps in. The spoiler's still deployed? No, they're not. So we're currently taxiing on Bravo, and we're looking for. I'm gonna go into stand number 7. Reason why I'm just picking that. So what we can do is, if I'm quick enough, should be able to call GSX. So we'll go gate. Oops, no. Maybe we'll try parking. So number 7 is just ahead here. Parking.
Cabin crew, disarm the doors, please.
Available soon. 6, 7. Let's go 8. Show me the spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, please.
There it is. Let's see if I can get turned around here. Oh yeah, perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will
So
start deboarding and
parking.
you'll be able to leave the
We're going
aircraft.
to number 8.
Thank you.
We'll say no. And that should assign a ground crew for us. It does. Look at that. Can't see a thing. So I reckon we hold about there. Park and brake on. Taxi lights off. Go ground services. Let's get our GPU and our chocks on. Yep, and our combs. Up overhead for external power. And engines are coming off. Please cut engines. Yes. You parked a bit too far. I don't think I did actually. I think I parked fine, but GSX having the laugh. Alright, so we're gonna call for deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
No, hang on. Did that work? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So there's no jetway, so it'll be a bus. Turn our beacon off.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Roger. Okay, Captain. Ground power is available. Stand by. We'll start getting you offloaded in a
signs
couple
off.
of minutes. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. Please open the doors when ready. You're clear to begin deboarding.
Passengers bus is coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish you a safe onward journey and hope you enjoyed your flight today. Thanks for flying with us, and we hope to see you again soon.
Stop the clock. Okay, so the bus is coming. You cannot see it. Look at that. Isn't that unreal? So the bus is coming. We're here at London Luton. Good news I would like to report is that what's his face? Self-loading cargo has given us a good landing. So at 188 feet per minute. I'm not sure what flow give me, but landing rate monitor, which is what I use, this one here, which is connected to FS Hub, also gives 188 as well. So that's a good sign.
Passengers deboarding starting.
It will give us a report once everyone deboards. So we'll wait for the deboarding process to take place, and then we'll shut the aircraft down. So yeah, so I'm not gonna start up the AP or anything. I'm just gonna let it all settle. I'm gonna stow the spoilers. I'm gonna turn our TCAS off and transponders off. Flaps are stowed. Spoilers are stowed. Weather systems can come off. What else do we need to do? Auto flight AP off. I'm not sure how to fix that, but let's knock all this stuff off anyway. There'll be a button. I've hit release on the autopilot, so I think that's it. There we go. No, didn't work. Hear the warning? No. Yeah, no, didn't work. Don't know. That's okay. Reset the clock. Turn off the terrain monitors. Well, that's all good. Go peats can come off. Thermal power stays on. Battery stay on. Fuel pumps. Fuel pumps are coming off. ADDS can come off. Or ADDS, yep. Our nav lights will stay on for the moment.
Hello.
Hi, Captain.
They can stay on.
Everyone's offloaded.
Thank you.
Everybody's off.
Call if you need anything else.
Ah, look at this, right? So we got a C plus. We got a reasonable landing, on time arrival, a C plus, good flight. Like, I would have thought that would have been a lot higher. Like, I've had worse flights that have been, a lot higher. I can't remember the login for this, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't remember the login is. There's a Hoover. Right, let's yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay, let's they're still deboarding, so let's let that happen for a moment. I'll try and remove the password for this thing. And I did try and reset it, and it didn't reset for me. See what that does. I sent you a link, check your email. I can do that. There it is. Reset password. New password. I think I locked myself out the last time. Reset. Okay. Save and click to get started. Log log in. Ah, here we go, we're in. Oh, we've actually got a... We've got an update as of... There's been a patch update a couple of days ago, so let's get that downloaded. Literally 3 days ago, happy days. And, that's all good. Okay, that's fine. Where am I? Flight reports. Where's the new voice packs? Well, there is too. There's new voice packs as well. Sound packs. No sound packs yet. Cabin layouts. Oh, new cabin layouts too. Very good. I haven't been in here in a long time. Alright, my flights. Let's see. So it gives you a flight report. These are my flights. So going from sort of, yeah, so you can see I had a bit of a good run there for a little while, and then it's sort of, you know, I don't know what's going on there. These are probably, I reckon, you know what it is, that's probably, I wonder if that's a Boeing. A+, let's see, is that a Boeing? I bet that's a Boeing. What did it fly? Good flight. Too smooth, right? Pilot point 0, A+. Great landing. Right. Okay. Departure Zurich to Prague. Oh, A320, right? Carrying 0 cabin crew and 156 passengers. How does that make any sense? So this is the latest flight. So C+. So we planned actuals bang on time at departure, and we arrived 30 minutes early, or sorry, 22 minutes early. So that's good. Happy days. So we got 50 points for passenger satisfaction improvement. We got 50 points for on-time departure, and we got 50 points for an on-time arrival. Yet we lost about 600 points. Ah, wait a minute. Okay, so our landing, we got a great landing, which is good. Bank angle was in limits. Other airmanship all good. Standard operating procedures in here was all fine. Route ground all fine. Right, cabin management. Seatbelt sign on during refueling. Damn. That's unfortunate. So seatbelt sign on during refueling would have been, that was because I was using the refueling from GSX, not the right. Okay, I understand that. Aircraft tortoise not locked during takeoff. Didn't even know how to do that. I thought the cabin crew did that. Aircraft tortoise not locked during landing, so there's 100 points there lost. I got minus 20 points for seatbelt sign, and then no points for seatbelt sign off at low altitude. The seatbelt sign was off slightly below 10,000 feet. I thought the seatbelt sign was off. Oh, off. Ah, yeah, it was. I didn't activate it. I didn't put it turn it on until it was like 9,300 or something. Alright, so what are the lose points for here? So departure weather observation slightly inaccurate. The passenger experienced turbulence during departure. Right, okay. I didn't see that. Prepare the cabin for arrival. Announcement was not made. Oh. Didn't know how to do that. That's unfortunate. And then crew were not seated for landing. Okay, fair enough. Still doesn't explain like 600 points though. So anyway, so there we go. So what do we get for this A4? Let's see. That was an A320. Oh, they haven't. It appears that those A's and B's haven't actually recorded properly. See that? That's a bit random, isn't it? 0 feet per minute. I don't think half of these are recorded properly. The C+, the previous C+ did. So anyway, so it's pretty good. Like, you know, it gives you something to sort of work with, if you like. Oh, I forgot to turn those turn lights off. You know, so it's interesting. It's interesting. I quite like it. I think it's pretty good. All right. So we're gonna kill. self-loading cargo, so that'll turn that sound off, and then we're going to just sort out the rest here. So I think all we got to do now is basically go external power off and batteries off, and then I've got some external panels here and I can do the same, and that's us. Oops, let's get rid of that. And I think all we need to do now is do you hold that and turn the tablet off? What do you do with the tablet? It's in here, isn't it? And sleep mode. And there we go, cold and dark. Beautiful. So there we are. So that was a wee A320-200 Fenix flight. Doing a full kind of passenger simulation from Stuttgart to London Luton. Unfortunately, you can't see any of London because it's, you know, it looks like that. One thing that was, we weren't actually flying in real time. That's real time, which ironically is clear. I just didn't want to do a night flight because, you know, night flights are a little bit boring. So maybe that's a prediction into the future. It looks like today is going to be very foggy in London, and it's not going to clear up all day. But amazingly, at night time it's super clear. Not sure about that. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, so I'm not going back on real time for a moment. 5:30 in the morning. And yeah, so as I said, tomorrow or tonight, so in about 12 hours time, I'll be joining an endurance stream over on Twitch with Two Tone Murphy and the Fireflies, and we'll be doing a 12-hour GA flight from Chicago, starting in Chicago with 9 stops along the way. I'm really looking forward to that. It kicks off in about 12 hours time and then goes for 12 hours. So I'm gonna go and, excuse me, take your man out for a WLK. I'm sleeping again, and I'm gonna have a sleep myself in preparation for tonight. And then tomorrow morning at around about 9 AM Melbourne time, which I think is about 10 AM or 10 PM. Is it 10 PM? No, it would be, yeah, it's about 10 PM Zulu time. Myself and Big Boss Robinson will be doing a stream, so we'll step away from the endurance flight and then do our own stream for a couple of hours and then jump back into the endurance flight, probably around about for the end of it. So we'll be there for probably the first 6 hours, and then we'll do our own flight for a couple of hours and then we'll jump back in again. So that's sort of the plan. I have no idea what we're going to do tomorrow in terms of where we're going to go. I'll get it on the Discord, and I'll get it into we'll sort of get it into the description, you know, tomorrow when we start. And that's sort of the plan. So yeah, so there we go. So thanks for watching, thanks for joining, and yeah, I think I'll probably leave it there. I'm not gonna do a raid, only because there's one person here from what I can see, and yeah, I'm really I did a raid yesterday and I completely stuffed it up. So I think I need to redeem myself and get the right raid next time. So Planet Neutral will know what I'm talking about when I mention that. But anyway, as I say, I'll be back in about 12 hours time, and I'll catch you. I'll probably catch you then. I'll catch you in the morning, in about 18 hours time for with a joint stream with Big Boss Robinson. And we'll probably do a little bit more GA flying. So there we go. So listen, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support, and I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you tomorrow. So in the meantime, have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, and stay safe. Take care. All the best.